Alright, so this video will be about how to keep a very low-tech, really simple setup with easy to grow plant, how to make sure your plant are doing well, and how to maintain them without buying CO2, heavy lights, or like fertilizer really. So as you can see, all of this, it's all growing out of the actual water. Like I've not added anything for the substrate, it's only sand. I don't have like feeding tabs or anything. And one of the main thing is if you want a really like heavily planted aquarium but not a costly planted aquarium, you will have to do some choices, and mainly the choices will be plants themselves. So this is Anubias, really easy to take care. This is Java Fern, really easy to take care. This is Morimo balls, really easy to take care. And back here we have some Java moss. So yeah, all of these alongside with this thing, I don't even remember what this is. This is new. I got them as seeds, really cheap on, I don't even remember the actual website, but anyway, it's all cheap. It's the easiest plants to take care of. They don't require substrate at all. Like especially Anubias and Java Fern, they can grow out of like, you just glue them to a rock or a piece of driftwood and that's it. They will feed on what you give the aquarium. So I guess light, natural light, like I have a lot of sun coming from a very big window, so that's a big advantage, as the indirect sunlight will feed a bit the plants. Don't put your aquarium directly in front of a window, that's nonsense. You will just have an algae bloom. But having weak lights but some kind of indirect sunlight during the day is going to help your plants. Also having like a fairly well stocked aquarium, like don't overstock it, but put a lot of creatures in there, like small snails and stuff. And here I have a lot of shrimp. Eating the dead leaves, eating the dead materials, and just recycling it, and then the plants will absorb that. So having a lot of small creatures instead of one big fish also will help. Doing regular water change, I guess, is also good because you give a lot of new fresh minerals. And also you can literally like grow some plants out of your water. Like this is pothos and this is a bonsai branch that I just cut, and look, already doing a lot of roots. So you can, don't submerge terrestrial plants, but you can definitively grow some of your plants in your aquarium. And having a lot of plants is actually a good thing because it's going to compete against the algae, meaning you won't have like green water or anything. I just saw my betta fish trying to eat a small Neocorodina shrimp. You better start growing, girl, otherwise you will be eaten alive. So yeah, that's pretty much one of the main thing. You just need a lot of like, I guess light is the most important thing, and nutrition in the actual water. So maybe liquid fertilizer. You find some plants that are good with liquid fertilizer because it costs less. That can help. You can also try to dirt your aquarium. So putting an actual layer of dirt, like just a very small part of dirt, and then you put a lot of either sand or gravel on top of it. That can help develop a lot of strong root for your plants. But other than that, really, it's simple. You just have to take easy plants. They are slow grower, But if you have many of them, you can like cut them in half and then split them. That way you can build a big jungle in a small aquarium. And yeah, that's another thing. Don't try to have a huge aquarium with a lot of plants. That is hard, and it's going to be very expensive for you. If you go with like something like a 5-gallon or something even smaller, like a 2.5 with only some shrimps in there. Shrimp are really fun. Then you get yourself a very planted aquarium with only a few plants. So that can be a trick too, to save some money. But yeah, overall, if you want expensive plants that are hard to take care of, you will have to invest more money. But if you want something that looks like this, so just regular plants that are, let's face it, pretty cool. Like, you don't have a lot of varieties, but even then, like Java Fern and Anubias and Morimo balls, those three species of plants alone are very different and yet take the same amount of care. So right there I have a big bush of like crazy stuff and a lot of different texture and stuff, and yet I only have a few species of plants, so that is good. I guess that's one of my last tip, is to just I guess create a nice hardscape where a lot of actual rock are placed, so you can fix your plants in it, so you can create some depth and like create some mountains and stuff, so you can put more plants on them, and like it looks like you have more plants than you actually have. Like it looks like I have a very thick jungle when you check it this way, but when you check it that way, you see that like there's only like 5 or 6 branch. So, you know, creating illusions can really help. And also just monitoring your plants. As you can see, this one is making a new leaf, so I'm sure it is doing well. But if your plant is not growing anything for a long time, maybe you should try different things out to make sure your plants is actually doing well. Sometimes just repositioning it so it have a more easy access to light can really make a big difference. For example, I don't put a lot of plants in this corner because look how dark this is compared to having like direct sunlight, or actually like it's not sunlight, but you know, just by understanding where you put your plants and where the light radiate in your aquarium, you can really have better results. And yeah, having a good cleanup crew can also help. Just remove the dead leaves for you and just clean some excess algae, I guess. You still have to maintain your aquarium, don't get me wrong, but it reduces the care you need to give, I guess. But yeah, do your water change, it's always important. So thanks for watching, and I will see you all pretty soon in the next one. Bye.